Our next inductee was Port Angeles' first national badminton champion, playing with Tina Baranaga and Dean Carroll. Graduating as a high school valedictorian, she earned 3 degrees in college. She had a successful teaching career and later worked in the high-tech field, where she discovered the world of marathons and Ironman triathlons. She went on to run 26 Ironman races, earning 18 wins and 13 World Championship titles. She appeared on the Wheaties Energy Crunch cereal box as a member of the U.S. Triathlon Hall of Fame. And if that's not enough, she also is the author of the popular book, Becoming an Ironman. But her first love is the Exceeding Expectations Foundation, which she started in 2000. Its purpose is to redirect the lives of at-risk inner-city kids in San Bernardino, using the sport of triathlon as the vehicle.
For those of us who are old enough, we remember what a big deal badminton was. And I know a lot of you don't know about the badminton program here, and I think for the sake of history, we need to state it each year at this dinner. Here's excerpts from a National Associated Press story that appeared in 1965 after Port Angeles won 9 of the 15 national badminton championships. It appeared in the New York Times and many other newspapers in the country, and it was titled Dateline Badminton USA AP. If you know this town at all, you probably think its name is Port Angeles. If you don't, you can find it near the northwest tip of the state of Washington on your map, or near the tip of any badminton player's tongue under its more appropriate name. This is the capital city of junior badminton in the United States. Kids here don't think of baseball in the national pastime, and their hero is not Babe Ruth or Roger Maris, but Vern Burton, the coach of the Port Angeles junior badminton team. Our next inductee, she graduated in 1962, so you can do the math. 3 weeks ago, she ran a half Ironman 70.3 miles in Boulder, Colorado. I am really inspired by her comment. I will age, but I don't have to grow old. Please welcome a former national badminton champion and one of the world's most decorated masters triathletes, Cherie Simpkins.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be in my high school Hall of Fame, but full disclosure here, unlike most of you, I never played organized sports in high school. There were no organized sports for girls when I was in high school, so I never had the opportunity to compete. But Vern Burton, the local badminton coach at the time, he not only gave me that opportunity, but he also taught me a valuable lesson that I have been using throughout my life. And it all began when I decided to see what this badminton thing was all about. I'd heard about it, sounded interesting to me, so I thought I'd go down to the gym and check it out. So I went down and I was just kind of did what everybody else was doing. I'm kind of batting the little birdie around. And Vern Burton approached me and he said, Dean Carroll and his mixed doubles partner have been challenged for their place on the ladder tonight, and his partner's a no-show. I want you to play with Dean. To which I responded, I don't even know the rules of the game. To which he responded in his very gruff voice, you'll figure it out. Well, by the end of the evening, Dean and I had won that game. I was Dean's permanent partner and one of Vern's kids. So Vern went on to teach me how to be a competitive badminton player, but he taught me something much more valuable than that. With those words, you'll figure it out, and then tossing me into the game, I realized that when I came to something new that I needed to do, just get me in the game, and I could figure out how to do it as I went along. So I have followed that attitude my entire life, and it's worked out pretty well for me. So with those 4 little words, he taught me how to just get in the game. I used that same approach in December of 2000 when I was invited to speak at an elementary school in San Bernardino, California, to 200 5th and 6th grade kids. And I spoke to them about dreaming big and setting goals, and I showed them a video of me doing Ironman in a year when I was trying to set a new world record. And as I talked to these kids and interacted with them, I realized that there was not a kid in that room that was ever going to get the opportunity to get into the game. And one of the kids said to me, dreaming big, that's for other kids, it's not for us. And they had every reason to believe that, because these kids lived in a world where they were simply struggling to survive day to day. And dreaming big was just not on their radar. So I didn't know how I could help these kids, but I knew that I wanted to. And so I just dived in, jumped off the cliff and built my wings on the way down. And I selected 12 of the kids, and I started training them for a little triathlon. And as I was working with these kids, it was pretty easy to figure out what they needed. What they needed was somebody in their lives that they could count on to always be there for them, and to know that that somebody expected great things of them. They also needed to have somebody that could open doors for them and give them opportunities to participate in a world very different than their own. But most of all, what these kids needed was an education. They needed to be educated. I believed that that was their ticket to a better life. So we took those things and made those the mission of a nonprofit foundation that we formed in 2001. And so you fast forward from 2001 to now, 20 years later, these kids, every exceeding expectation, the foundation was named Exceeding Expectation. Every exceeding expectation kid knows that dreaming big and setting goals and getting a college education is for them. It's not for other people, as they thought before. And they are doing exactly that. They are dreaming big, they are setting goals, and they are going to college and graduating from college. So this program works, and the rewards that I've gotten from my athletic career, there's no greater reward to me than to see one of these kids succeed. And to wrap this up, this life that I'm living now, where I get to still be a competing athlete at the ripe old age of 77, and still work with these kids and see them succeed, that may not have all started in Port Angeles, but it's Port Angeles High School, but it certainly started in Port Angeles, and specifically with Vern Burton. So sadly, Vern's not with us any longer, but wherever he is tonight, this one's for him. Thank you very much.